it's
Whoa!
pulling out rather aggressively.
It just... You're not even touching the wheel.
Actually, you know what? I still need to put in where we're going. I didn't tell it where to go yet.
Oh my gosh. You didn't
Okay.
even tell it where to go and it's
Okay.
already gone rogue.
Let's,
I like it.
Hi there, welcome to Drive Electric with Dominic. I'm Dominic. This is Ashley Chandler.
Hi.
She's a singer-songwriter here in Tallahassee and part of the band $1,000 Hen. $1,000 Hen. All right. So we're going to experience Tesla. Oh, truck going by.
We're going to experience a truck going by.
We're going to experience Tesla full self-driving beta. She's never driven in the car with it before, so this will be her first time.
I'm excited.
We're going to go through the DEWD loop. I'll explain to you what that is.
What's a DEWD loop?
I'll Drive Electric with Dominic loop.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, we're going to see how it works this time. So I've done one DEWD loop so far, and I've got a big software update just waiting to download tonight, but I wanted to do it one more time before that happens. So, yeah, let's go.
Sounds great.
All right, here we go. And restore my seating position. And okay, I've got the DEWD loop programmed into my navigation here. And let's go. Is it exciting yet?
I'm very excited.
Okay. And yeah, so all right. Turn the FSD on, so it's actually doing the driving.
No hands on the wheel and it's turning it. It seems very convenient.
So far, nothing coming.
And it can tell if nothing's coming, and it just turns.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive on the turn too, right?
That's wild too. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's off in a hurry. It's
So-
like oh, better hurry in case something else decides.
So this is where it's been falling down. Like here, it's like
in the cul-de-sac.
So sometimes you can touch the accelerator a little bit. I'm not gonna. There's nothing. Oh, there is behind me.
Ah! Well, they just got there.
pressed-
That's so new.
I pressed the accelerator just to get it going through there. Oh, it's going the wrong way, and it's going.
It's trying to figure it out, though. Oh no, it's doing
It's going. This is not really the way I had planned, actually.
All right, DEWD loop. I thought you had it programmed.
I did have it programmed, but apparently it's got a mind of its own, or I've got it programmed wrong.
Oh no! Did we start at the wrong point?
No, we started at the right point.
Okay. Well, maybe it's just it. See where it goes.
This could be the expurgated DEWD loop. I actually am surprised it's even working because, as you notice, like it's raining out, and we turned it on briefly on the way over here, and it said something about you can't
Yeah, it
use
was
full
like
self-driving because of,
inclement weather. It was like inclement weather detected.
right, but it still worked. It was still kind of doing
Yeah,
it.
it was still trying.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Right now, it's funny with the blue line. It looks like it's just connected to this truck,
Right.
like we're being towed.
So,
Oh, we're not.
Okay. I need to figure this out. Because when I put this in here originally, it had all the different stops, right? Okay. It is end trip. Look at the. Okay, there's a DEWD loop there.
This has it going all the way down here. Is that where the DEWD loop ends?
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to end. But
Oh, I thought the DEWD loop was actually going to be a loop. I thought you were like going through neighborhoods and stuff.
yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't.
you know.
It's not a circle, but
Right.
it's a half circle kind of.
Oh, is it? Well,
Sort of.
mhm.
Okay. Let me pull off here and figure out something.
Ah, don't like that noise. It's like
Take control immediately. Vehicle departing lane.
vehicle departing lane. You're like, I am the one.
All right. So I got the navigation all kind of figured out now. We're headed the right direction. So this is going to be the DEWD loop. I don't know how would you call this version?
I don't know. DEWD loop 2.0. It's already had to reroute. How many times was it not supposed to have been rerouted and then need to actually be rerouted and then you hadn't rerouted it?
I don't know.
Is it DEWD loop 2.0 or is it just DEWD loop regular?
Well, we're gonna pick it up at this traffic circle, so that's pretty close to the DEWD loop, and we did the first part of it, and now we got the navigation right.
And
so.
it did have the
So we're gonna turn.
I mean, I just got here, so I'm enjoying the ride.
Right. You're comfortable?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
super
all right.
comfortable.
All right. So let's see now.
And I like this.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. You rode in Kyle's car, and his is white here, right? It was just white all the way across. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. So we're turning FSD on again because we're coming up to that traffic circle, and hopefully it will know to take the 3rd exit. And slowing down. I had to hit the throttle a little bit to keep it going.
You're not even pressing the brake. I just got it.
Pushing the throttle a little to make it go because I have a car behind me. I don't want to hold them up. Oh, and it took the right exit.
It did it.
And now it's aggressively pulling
That is so
down
cool.
the street.
Yeah, it's definitely just like we have to get there. I think it's because maybe it was a little bit going uphill.
No, it shouldn't. It doesn't really. It's got so much torque that it doesn't really notice uphills, downhills. It just kind of goes. So here's the first intersection with a light, and it's doing it no problem.
I'm really glad that it was. Well, it was green.
Yeah, it was green. It turned yellow through.
Does it stop at when the light changes? Can it tell it because the vision?
Yeah, it can tell when the light's red and when it's yellow, and makes decisions based on actually the update that I'm getting tonight. Oh, okay.
No brakes.
It turned on its turn signal. It's stopping. Now it's good. We got the green light, so it's going.
This is really. I mean, it's kind of cool. I just still don't know how I feel about it.
Right.
But I like it.
So every once in a while, I get the message: apply force to the wheel, so it knows that there's still somebody behind the wheel
and
paying attention.
Yeah, you haven't fallen asleep.
That's right. So if I did fall asleep and I didn't do that, it would eventually make a sound and then turn off, and the car would stop.
Well, it's a good thing we're not on a long road trip. Normally, I fall asleep on long road trips, but this is just a dude loop. I can handle it. I'm not gonna snooze on you.
Don't snooze on me. No.
Let's see what I can do.
Okay, well the car will probably keep you awake because this so far has been pretty good actually.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have known the difference as to whether or not you were driving.
Except if I was driving, I would probably go more than the speed limit slightly down this hill.
Oh yeah, just because it's more fun.
Right. That looked like a EQB Mercedes. I've never seen one in person before.
I didn't know that there was an EQB Mercedes.
Yeah.
Well, I just live in the dark.
It's the smallest electric Mercedes SUV in the US right now.
I didn't. Okay, well, I need to read more.
It's kind of new. It's relatively new in the States.
A small electric Mercedes SUV?
Yes, and they make the EQE as well, which is bigger and nicer, and the EQS, which is the big daddy of Mercedes electric vehicles.
Oh.
They make a sedan and an SUV, EQS. All right, so big intersection here. It's just got to go straight, so it should be able to handle this, right?
Yeah, and it says that the light's green on the screen.
Yep.
Look at it go.
No problem.
That's
All right.
fun though.
So this is so far pretty good.
Yeah.
The only thing is that, in the traffic circle, I had to hit the accelerator a little bit, like to get it to go. But it allows you to do that without turning off the whole self-steering and
Honestly
everything.
though, like this changes the game scene for road trip snacks.
Sure.
You could have opened so many different snacks when you're not, manning the wheel.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I do that.
I feel like next episode we should have like a bunch of different
Snacks?
Yeah.
I like snacks.
Yeah. Oh, what about do loop in the dark, and then you could have a bunch of fun like gummy worm candies or something like that.
Dude, loop in the dark. Okay, we're gonna have to keep that secret. Don't tell anybody. That's gonna be like a total surprise.
Mum's the word.
Okay.
You didn't hear anything here.
All right, we're still doing 30 miles an hour in the 30 mile an hour zone as it should. I just hit the scroll wheel here when it says that.
Honestly, I don't know if I've ever taken this much time on this road. Maybe I've been speeding through it my entire life.
Right, this is like religiously
Left foot's anonymous, yeah.
The speed limit is.
The speed limit is the speed limit. You really do take in the sights.
Yeah. I believe it is an electric bus.
That is an electric bus? No way.
It is.
They have electric.
It's a Proterra electric bus.
Proterra.
It is.
Huh. I didn't.
We have a few. We have a few.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
See that car pulled out, so it sort of hesitated for a second. It was like, oh, it noticed the car and like kind of just let up just a bit. So I could feel it. You wouldn't be able to tell in the camera. Okay, now it's going to choose the lane here. It's doing it.
Oh my gosh, look at it go.
See, it didn't. So the last time I did this, it turned on its turn signal to get into this lane. It didn't do that this time. We've got the green light, and hopefully it'll.
And it's got a yellow light, and you're not even touching the.
And it's staying in the
And
lane.
it did it.
Yes.
Whoa.
But now it's got to go over lanes. Okay.
In Tennessee traffic,
This is Tennessee Street.
excuse me, the heart palpitations.
Okay. So it's doing all this too: turn signals, change lanes, because it's got to take stadium drive up here, right? So it's got to get in the right lane to do that.
The car turning into the.
Oh, I don't know why it's like slowing.
It's
in.
because it got freaked out by that car trying to turn into us. It was trying to figure out if the car was trying to figure out whether or not that car was going to do the right things.
Right, so it's slowing down for this guy.
Slowing down for this guy that's turning.
So-
Oh my God, this is so cool.
Now he's got the turn signal on and it's making the turn.
Do you warn your other riders that they're going to be going on Tennessee Street? Is it always at prime time hour? This is like, well, it's 7:30.
Yeah,
So
last
like
time I did it. Last time I did it at rush hour. I did it at
You
5
did it at
o'clock.
rush hour?
Yeah.
Scandalous.
So last time I had a little bit of problem with this. I'm not sure. We had a red light actually. It sat here forever. But anyway, it's
That got
going
my
through.
adrenaline pumping, just even knowing that we're on the main road.
Oh, yeah.
On the main road, on student side, and the car still can figure out what to do, and can still
And we're going to be going up Gain Street,
hold its own. All right, I'm ready.
College Town,
I think I'm ready.
which I need to change the. I need to change this to a different destination. But I want to do it after this. Man.
Right through that, and how many times are they going to keep on building?
Because this intersection is kind of tricky. So it's staying in its lane, but once it goes through the light, it's got to go over in the right lane.
I think it's
Oh,
going to do its. Oh, it's going to stop. So
Yeah.
maybe whenever is it going to stop
gonna
on its
yeah.
own? It's going to stop. It's doing it. It's stopping.
Yes.
Very smooth.
And stop.
Very smooth, and I didn't even like lurch or anything. I could have been putting on eyeliner or something scandalous, and then everything would have been fine.
Right
That's
on.
really cool, though.
Okay, so let me end that trip and then put in a new address that should take us a little bit farther up Gaines. That's perfect. And then.
I will say though, like my heart is totally beating because like
Oh yeah.
I forgot how much traffic is on Tennessee Street at this time of night.
I guess we have to be moving before I can turn on.
It's been so long since I've been on student side.
Oh, students out of town.
Yeah, well, I call this side of town student side.
Right.
Because all the students are over here, and
Right.
I just I'm not over here as much. I work on the east side of town, and I never really go anywhere. So it's been a long time since I even was on Tennessee Street proper
Right.
when there's daylight hours.
Oh. Okay.
That guy ran the light.
No, it's not letting me turn it on. Auto steer unavailable. Well, I'm getting into the right proper lane. Okay, it's engaged again. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't engage like those other times. And it doesn't seem to engage if I'm sitting still either. It should, I think. It should.
This is really cool though. Totally beats a nap, honestly. And there's not many things that I would say beat a nap.
So it had a real
This
problem.
is like really fun.
So this intersection is no problem, but the next one, it had a big problem last time. It was in the wrong lane for one. Last time I did the loop, it was in that lane, and then it wanted to go around this way.
Yeah, well, honestly, even as a human, this intersection
Right.
in particular always tricks me every time because there are two turn lanes that send you straight into campus, and then there's only one that goes straight. I feel like that's a little bit wrong. Either they could have widened it just a smidge more, or at least had two lanes going straight.
Right. I mean, but Gaines, it used to be a kind of a smaller, sleepier street. But
Oh, definitely used to be way more sleepy.
so when went all the way through. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, it's stopping for some reason. I hit
It's trying to. It was like, oh, maybe I. Oh.
I should stop in the middle of the road for no reason. I don't know, but I hit the
Well, it was
accelerator.
going through a yellow light, so maybe it had the light timed as to when it would have turned red.
I
So
don't think
it
so.
like maybe it. Well, I don't know. Maybe it registered seeing the yellow light and kind of in its mind's eye had it timed for when it would have been red, and that's why it stopped. But it accidentally stopped us in the middle, which is actually kind of dangerous.
So we're up on another turn, traffic circle, and see if it does its thing. Okay, last time I tried to make it bright here, and it's not doing it. Okay. Wow. It's doing this way better than it did the last time.
A little bit lurchy on the onset, but
Right.
nothing that I haven't done with a stick shift. So I'm gonna put it in the clear there.
Okay.
So far, it's in the clear.
So this is a pretty good loop so far. It seems like it's working better than it did, and the software hasn't updated since the last time I did it.
Yeah, honestly, this just makes driving a car like a people watching situation. Where's the popcorn?
Need a popcorn machine.
Yeah, it's like me with snacks again.
All right. So
Okay, so what's next? All right, so
it's gonna go up Gain Street, then we gotta turn down Duval, and then go down, I believe, Duval until 4th Street, and then turn right.
does it have any tricky spots through that kind of like midtown area or like that, downtown midtown area?
Yeah, we're gonna make an unprotected left turn onto North Monroe. So it's gonna turn on the North Monroe, like come up a hill,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's gotta read the
It's just
traffic
gonna
coming.
go for it. It's gotta just go for it.
There's no lights to control. It's not a light controlled situation. So this is what it's really good at anyway, like stop and go traffic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's
like
perfect at
made
this.
for like city.
Yeah. Or highway stop and go too if you live in LA. Which we don't.
We do not.
Do not.
We do not.
So we can see this flashing warning light here on the sides. There's a pedestrian walking way, and it's not showing up on the visuals here at all. That's interesting.
Oh, it went off just before, but you're right. It
Didn't show up on the
it at all.
screen though. So I was wondering today
It's
about.
fine, 10 points. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that on camera.
Sure. I was wondering today about school zones. If it knows to slow down for school zones, flashing yellows or.
That's a good question.
Right. So that's something
would
I'm going to try
almost-
at some point.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
I wonder if, because you had to program the DEWD loop route, I wonder if you would have to program whether or not it had any school zones within that so that it could be leery of,
Right.
or would you have to just kind of see if it picks up on it? Yeah, how would they pick up on that? There's no, maybe when it has the flashing light.
Well,
at
it might
the
be
school
able.
zone, maybe
It might be
there's
able to.
like a little-
It might be able to identify the signs, like a school zone sign.
Yeah.
They might be able to it can read speed limit signs, and it reads stop signs and lights.
Okay.
So they can tag things, and it knows the difference between a car and a truck because they tag things in.
Well, you know how
in the
sometimes,
software.
like if it's the weekend and the school zone light isn't blinking, but it is a school zone sign, but the light's not blinking because school's not in session, then would the car still recognize it as being a school zone and then go the school limit speed, or would it only do it I wonder if there's like a plan in place to put some kind of receptor on the school signs to where the electric cars could pick it up for when it's blinking or something like that. Do you know what am I making
Right? No,
sense?
I hear you. I'm not. I'm not sure how other companies are trying to do it. I think with Tesla's approach, they're doing it like vision only. So I think it really wants to be able to just recognize like that.
Well, if it can tell if the light is blinking, then why couldn't it tell if the pedestrian light was blinking?
Right. So that's.
Right. So
Right.
that could be potentially problematic.
But it didn't look at the whole. It didn't read the whole sign. If it was a school zone sign, maybe it would. I don't know how. I don't really know
Well,
the
it's really not-
granular details of how that all works.
It just kind of just says school cool zone.
So
It definitely tells you that like speeding fines are doubled, but I mean, other than that, it's
So this is a tricky intersection.
okay. I'm ready. Okay,
it's
so
gotta
it's
turn
gonna
left.
go.
Yeah.
I hardly ever go left here. This is gonna be
Right, and it's little blinds.
I'm
across here.
already ready because I never see this part of town.
And it did it.
Oh, and it made it before the car got us. Ooh, then we've got special
And then-
fancy parking signs.
And now
It wants to get in the middle lane.
yes, it should, because this is the lane it needs to be in. So it did that all that perfectly. Although it could have gotten this lane right at the get-go.
Oh,
I'm not
because
sure
that
why.
one ends up eventually turning into a turn-only lane. Is that what it does? Because it goes to Clayman Plaza?
Well, we're gonna have to turn. Oh, that's true. Actually, it doesn't know that we're gonna have to turn right eventually yet, because it's not. I haven't put that in the nav.
Did you just go that way?
No, it just did that
It just did
automatically.
that on its
I don't
own.
know why. Maybe it saw that car and then decided.
I was like, psych, we're just going to get in this lane.
Okay, actually,
so
I need to end this trip and then navigate the new point, because I don't think it knows where it's going right now.
it's good to
just
know
going.
that doesn't just feed into Clayman Plaza. Like, you can go straight on this lane,
Right.
which totally makes
So
sense.
now I
but-
need to put in the next, which is 102 West 4th. Okay, now it's going to end up trying to get in that right lane again.
I'm ready.
'Cause I think I had the navigating to a point just back there a little bit, and then whatever reason we got there, I think it turned into this next lane
Oh,
again.
that's why it went into the other lane.
Yeah, it's kind of, I guess, I don't know exactly what it's thinking. I'm still learning what it's thinking. It knows when the lights turn green, it doesn't sit there, that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
And it pulled up there nicely. We got a bit of distance ahead of the guy beside us, so we could probably turn right into the right lane. It seems a little hesitant right now.
Yeah.
A couple miles an hour beneath the speed limit, but we're approaching the red light too.
Yeah, we are approaching the red light, and that guy
Oh,
was
it
going
turned
a little
green.
bit fast.
Yeah, but it needs to get into the right lane, because this lane is ending soon.
This lane is the one this is where it turns only, right?
Yeah, well, it goes to the intersection, then it has to merge into to the right here.
For some reason, I thought that it only turned. Didn't realize it just.
Let's see if it does this properly. I got my foot on the brake. It's braking itself. Okay. Oh.
It's getting well.
It's
Braking itself, or is it braking us? What's it?
It's a little all over the place there. That's
just
kind of crazy. It feels. Okay, I'm hitting the accelerator to get through that intersection. And hopefully, it's got to get in the right lane here. And hopefully this car to our right will get by us and open up the lane.
Yeah, I think it's waiting. Good. I mean, just as well that it's waiting, not just like smashing into it.
Right. Okay, now it's going to...
So I feel like the camera is like a little bit of a lag between the camera and what's happening in real life.
Sure.
Did you notice that?
It might be a little bit.
Is that
Sure.
expected? Like about half a second? Maybe a little less?
I'm not really sure. There's so much going on that
Oh, well, yeah, you are. Oh, touche. You are in the driver's seat, so.
Right, and I need to be aware of everything
That's
around me.
okay.
So
I'm
if
going to get nitpicky about what,
That's okay.
like,
So it needs to turn here. Right, it's doing it. And it's a really sharp turn here. Right, 90 degrees.
Sure
And it
is.
slows way
Okay,
down. It's
go.
5 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour. And
Yeah.
it's, oh yeah, because
Taking us
it
to
arrived.
somebody's place.
It arrived at where I navigated to. Okay, so I'm turning it off just for a second.
Oh, yeah.
And okay, we'll put that in. And we're just going to punch in the next address to go to. Whew.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a cute bay window.
Which is 1511 Officer Ponce Way. So it's going to take us up, turn left here, then
Okay,
up
right
to
around
Lake Ella,
Lake Ella.
and then around Lake Ella
Okay.
to here, and then I have to navigate again from there to go to the Lake Ella parking lot, and that's where we end.
Okay. That's the end of the dude loop?
And that's the end of the loop. It's like, should be like a 20-minute thing when it's all,
Interesting.
when I put the right navigation in there to
That's
begin
alright.
with. Okay, so we're pulling up to the stop line. I don't know if you can see, we got clear traffic on the left here and the right, which is
on
kind
the
of
right. That's very lucky.
yeah,
It's very
kind
well. It's lucky until it's not.
It's a little bit wonky, right?
That car was coming pretty quick. It was like, okay, well.
Oh, then he saw me shaking all over the road.
Yeah,
Like, oh, that guy's drunk. I'm hanging back.
At first I thought it was lucky, and then I saw headlights, and I was like, well, how lucky are we today?
This is doing pretty well, though.
Speaking of lucky, that guy needs to turn on his headlights.
Right? Okay. So coming up. So this is pretty impressive. It's doing this all really well. It's going to be interesting after that I get the software updated, how it changes.
And we're slowing. Oh, we're going right here.
Yep. All right.
That
So this is
turn
one
was
lane.
very much more smooth.
Yeah,
than
that
the
was
other
more
one.
human, right?
Yeah.
Now it's going really kind of quickly through.
It's going pretty quick.
Like, no one
You
drives
know
this
what?
quickly here.
I actually do. I appreciate the swift,
Oh yeah?
execution of them.
Okay.
It just feels like a roller coaster. I don't hate it.
I'm just pulling off the second to put in the last end trip, put in the last navigation point, which is this, what is it? Legion Drive something 1666 Legion Drive. Where are you? That's Kentucky. DEWD Loop. I renamed it DEWD Loop. It's actually the last point of the DEWD Loop.
Oh yes.
Okay. So this intersection is kind of weird because it's got, it's
It's
turning
the
from
yield
a one-way
sign,
onto
yeah.
a two-way. It's got a yield sign. It's,
Honestly,
it's just going. It didn't slow down at all. Oh my God.
Oh my God, there's
Jesus.
2 ducks there. I am a leadfoot. I will admit it, and I've been working on it periodically, sometimes more than others. But I mean, this is actually pretty. It's gonna run over. It's gonna run over ducks. You had to take over.
I had to stop for the ducks.
This is actually. It's going very quickly around this.
Yeah.
Around this loop.
Right. Usually people would drive a lot slower on this.
Normally humans drive a lot slower because
Right.
normally there's like people walking and people with their kids, like only every once in a while.
And now it does this too. It puts its turn signal on to go around this curve. Road.
Yeah, but it's just the natural road. So.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't really need to do that, but it needs to turn the turn signal on up here because we're going to turn into the Lake Ella parking lot. And what is it doing? Go ahead. I guess it wants.
It's waiting for that car to turn.
It's being polite. It really shouldn't do that.
It's doing its best. It wouldn't stop for the ducks, but it's stopping for the SUV.
I had to hit the accelerator a bit to get it going.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and so it should end right about here somewhere. And yeah, autopilot navigation complete. Oh yeah, all right. So end trip, and let's park and say hello to the ducks.
I know, right?
And
the ducks we didn't accidentally run over.
Right.
That was going pretty fast around the lake. I'm gonna go ahead and say fun, dangerous, absolutely fun, absolutely. In the rain, absolutely.
Yeah, not too bad. Inclement weather. All right, so
we made it.
We're back at Lake Ella. We made it. The car, I thought did pretty good. What did you think about this?
I think it was pretty interesting. It was fun. There were some rocky points and I was like on the edge of my seat for a couple, but I think it did a great job. I'm interested to see what it does in non-inclement weather.
Right, non-inclement weather, and also with the new software update, it should be
update.
It should be
It's
even
gonna
better.
Be a huge thing.
And also, the next time maybe I'll have the navigation set up properly.
Yeah, well, that'll help too. But also, I was really impressed the way that it went through College Town and all the traffic. And
right.
I mean, it was really fun. Thank you so much for bringing me along the journey.
And we'll do it again.
Yeah, it sounds great.
All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications, all that kind of good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. All right.
Take
Ciao.
care.